Zdravím všechny, co jsem Gara, tady ze Stres a vítejte u dalšího pokračování našich dobrodružství v Genshinu. Zase další kapitola našich prozkoumávání z širokého toho nádherného světa. A pro tento díl se vám hlásím z vesnice skryté v sakurovém listí Inazumě City, protože se to budeme věnovat někomu, kdo odsud pochází. Můžeme mě hra samozřejmě vyfinestovat a budeme někde úplně na jiném ostrově, až ten quest začneme. Ale jsem prozatím odsud, protože tematika. A jedna malinká doplňující věc, než začneme. Jedna doplňující věc, než začneme, protože bych to chtěl adresovat, protože to uvidíte, protože mám tohoto grupu. Za prvé, začal jsem používat Beneta, protože všichni řvou na fórech o tom, že prostě to je hrozně užitečný charakter, je to nejlepší support ve hře, bla 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 bla. Tak z toho došlo do toho bodu, kde prostě všelijaký lidi prostě volat, s čem prostě si řekl, fajn. Prostě jenom proto, že o tom nepřestanete mluvit, tak to prostě vyzkouším, podívám se na to a prověřím si, když tak, že to je opravdu useless. No, tak jsem měl takový moment s tímhle. Takže věc číslo 1, mám v grupě Beneta, hlavně proto, abych prověřil důkladně napříč několika dny, týdny a prostě několika týdenní měsíční dobou, jak mi padne, jestli vidím nějaký, že je dobře, že tam je, vidím jeho přínos, anebo prostě ne. Z podobného toho důvodu číslo 1 je tam i Sucrose. Takže já samozřejmě mám pocit, že mi pomáhá, ale při nějakých těžších fightech nebo nějakých průměrných fightech pro tuhle hru nevím, jestli je tak užitečná. A ten druhý důvod, jelikož jsem začal používat Beneta, tak jsem se přidal rovnou ke klubu lidí, kteří ho používají, ale nehodlají přiznat jeho existenci vizuálně, jeho fyzickou formu v tomhle světě, takže jeho formu nahradil jiný člen Mondtstadské grupy, a to Embra. Pořád má stejný voiceline, pořád mluví stejně, takže to není zakrytý, ale vizuálně budu vidět Ember, kterou mám rád, a ne Beneta, kterýho nemám rád. Takže to je taková předesílající věc, než začneme s contentem v tomhle videu, který mám připravený. Takže se to bylo předesláno a můžeme se rovnou vypravit na dnešní výplň. A dneska nás čeká Hangout. Spoustu jsme jich udělali, ještě docela dost jich nás čeká, obzvláště když je přidávají. Nejnovější Kaja dostal Hangout, ale jenom proto, že je z Mondtstadu, což je jakožto první region, tak neznamená, že ho budu chtít oddělat co nejdřív. Prostě release date. V podstatě to dělám zhruba plus minus podle release dateu. Takže ke Kajovi se chvíli bude trvat, než se dostanu. A na dnešní díl, v podstatě tu máme jenom tady těch 5 a je to Hangout Quest a jsme v Inazumě, takže logicky to už nemůže být nikdo jiný. Ano, je to šikanonin Heizou. At long last. Dlouho jsem byl vědom jeho existence, mám ho dokonce v jeho speciální grupě kvůli jeho unikátnímu fighting stylu. A teď se konečně o něm něco dozvím, takže jsem zvědavý, jakou má osobnost, jaký má pohled na svět, tohleto všechno. A rovno začneme. Akt 1. Trapped by Storm. jelikož je to hangout, tak rovnou vím dopředu, že to zhruba bude minimálně 2 hodiny trvat. Ale tak 2,5 hodiny, což na jeden díl se dá. Jdeme na to. Begin hangout. Šikaní Heizou. Trappen by storm. Yep. Detective agency. Jelikož je to detective dude, tak samozřejmě detective agency bude his thing. Ale aspoň je, jakože potkáme detektiva v kolem detektivní kanceláře a ne prostě jako šli jsme prostě přírodou na tady tom ostrově a náhodou jsme na to člověka narazili. Jaká to náhoda? Jako to je trošku jako cop-out, se říká. Taková fráze v angličtině, to prostě mi přijde jako cop-out. Prostě jako really? Je prostě jako příležitost, jak, nebo prostě možnost, jak potkat tohohle charaktera byla tak off the mark pro Luminu, že prostě jste si nemohli vymyslet nic lepšího, než potkáte tu postavu někde random v přírodě. Tak, Sango.
The traveler is also unavailable. What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess.
Ooh.
Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Ah, traveler. Great, you made it.
Don't worry, I'm available.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Songo? Compared to the traveler,
Songo?
you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic.
A commission you're unwilling to take?
Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them and their whereabouts are currently unknown.
Oh, to je tak přímočaré, že je nemožný, jo?
The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right.
Okay.
The general has gone missing.
Okay. Naposledy... Jo, pamatuju si poslední 2 věci a 2 události, kde se Kujosara objevila. Dokonce je v tomhle kanonickém pořadí, protože důvody pro uvnitř. Na konci té války, té občanské války, prostě blicnula k Raiden Shogun a chtěla explanation, po čemž byla totálně borderline zavražděna, jako ležela tam nehybně na zemi, takže se to jednoduše mohlo vypadat, že je to totálně mrtvá, ale nebyla, byla jenom těžce vyřízená. A pak její druhý appearance, dosavadně poslední, byl v sidequestu Sangonumi jako Komi, kde dohoduje konec té občanské války právě s Kujosarou. Což logicky konec války, konec Archon questu byl jako ten oficiální konec války a tady to dohodujou, tam to dohodovali jakože jako diplomaticky after the fact. Takže kdo ví, co dělá?
If the general was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazumme on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Songo's nonsense, traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizou.
Oh, he's missing?
He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a
Oh,
doshin,
right.
he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Já, že ona si vymyslela Saru jenom aby prostě z nás udělal prdel, jo. Fajn, vůbec by to nebylo zajímavý a nebylo by to o nějaký jiný postavě, jako jak by sem napasovali Shikanen Heiza, kdyby jako to bylo Kujosaře, jako to je fakt. I take the L. Jako já takenu to L, ale jako byla by to zajímavá verze tohohle story. Jako straight up. Okay, Competent.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Sango, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Sango's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Because the pay is too low?
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Needless to say, Sango and Heizou have a bit of a history.
Protože Heizou je lepší a je víc legitimní než ona. Just saying. So they're competitors, obviously.
Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Sango, Heizou was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizou has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler.
I see, so you're outsourcing it to me.
Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler.
Sure, just outsource it to me and bribe me to take it. Jako jenom... On mě prostě to na mě hodí a ještě mě podplatí, abych to hodil. Abych to vzal.
I know he'll be safer with you by his side.
Are you close with him?
Actually, we get along great. But Sango has always asked me to keep my distance and not to act like I know him in public settings. So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin a few times. If it hadn't been for today's incident, well, let's not get into that. Anyway, could you please help look for him?
Sure, I'll head there immediately.
Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heizou, return there and report back to them.
Okay. Ask on what at Zombie Island? To je jako trošku far. To je jako trošku dál než hop, skip and a jump. There it is. Official music poster of the Tenryou Commission symbol on it. Je k tomu tady důvod? It's a curious commission, you wonder what gets in detectives have gotten out of the depths. To není tak, že jako detectives are out of their depths. Oni prostě jenom nesnáší tu osobu, která se hledá, tak odmítají dělat svoji práci. Jako really. Prostě chcete zmizet anebo zavraždit někoho a chcete mít dokonalý zločin. Prostě udělejte nějaký takový zločin prostě na někom, koho lidi nebudou chtít hledat. Prostě minimálně v Teyvatu by to byl dokonalý zločin, protože tyhle ty prostě tohoto duo prostě odmítá dělat práci. What the fuck?
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2?
Yeah.
I'm Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs?
Jednou vedu jednu četu a najednou jsem legendární captain of Swordfish 2. I'm in for information about a specific individual. He's Shikanoin Heizou, he's poster here.
Shikanoin Heizou, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant, but I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
Oh. Well, that makes it really easy. On se ani nestratil, on se jenom prostě vyšel na dovolenou. V podstatě podobně jako Ganyu, která prostě se taky ztratila, ale ve skutečnosti si jenom v podstatě vzala prodlouženou dovolenou a potřebovala si srovnat věci v hlavě. Heizou to bude mít úplně stejný, ne?
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
I will have order.
Yeah. Boom. Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh? Out of the way. Speed of light.
Very.
Done. Come out.
Well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough.
Have we met?
Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heizou, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way.
I've been commissioned to find you because you've been lost.
I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do.
Aren't you curious about the commission itself?
That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate.
Jo, to by byl bad writing a to bych jako se zvedl ze židle.
The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you?
Wow, how did you know that?
I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away?
Did you dissect my words and analyze my entire sentence over the course of your speech?
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective.
Jako nebylo to tak těžký, všech ty ostatní tři věci byly obviously trash. To bylo jako trash decision. Jako samozřejmě, že je jasný, co z toho.
Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Behind your little sidekick actually hides the commission.
What? Paimon's just here to take a look.
Wow, Paimon je v Hangoutu. Wait a minute. Byla Paimon někdy v Hangoutu? Jako v questech a sidequestech samozřejmě, ale v Hangoutech specificky si nejsem jistý.
And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried she might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
I'm not staring, I'm just looking.
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
She can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be her voice, right?
Wow, fourth wall is breaking down. Všichni take cover. Všichni se krají, tenhle ten týpek boří čtvrtou zeď s velkým kladivem.
That sounds awful. Paimon's not somebody's voice. Paimon's emergency food.
Wait, no. Got him.
Wait. Paimon's so upset she can't think straight. Paimon is Paimon. How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you.
Voice.
You actually opened the cage yourself.
You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna speak up right now. Jo, Robina je úplně silent, jo, jasně. Sice technicky za to je silent, ale mluví konstantně. Jenom to nemá voice lady. Yes, I would also like to know what you're doing here, Detective Heizou.
Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream.
No, spíš měl si sen, který jsi zapamatoval.
The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying,
Něco inteligentního?
something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air? What could it be?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? How about you, traveler? What do you think is missing?
It's missing Paimon. Realisticky tohle, ale nevím, jako nezáleží tak úplně na tom, možná když dám všechny správně, tak ho totálně impresnu. Ale, you know what, fuck it. První run-through je můj run-through a ty další budou podle návodu. Maybe it was just a dream. Nah, I don't care. It's just missing a deity, it's missing a pivot and music. Realisticky nechci odpovídat, odpovídám něco blbě, A nebo B. Realisticky ten Dragon God, který je mrtvej, jestli to stane message teďkon, something is missing, jako proč by misoval deity, ten už tam není několik desítek nebo stovek let. Takže to je trošku old news. Maybe it's missing music?
That was an unexpected response. It'd be right at home in a novel. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished.
Wait a minute, jsem něco vzpomněl zrovna. Není Nahida náhodou bojně snů? Jako mimo ostatní věci, kromě jako bojně snů včetně? Protože si pamatuju, protože jsem to rewatchoval nedávno. Ten speciální event Golden Apple Archipelago Returns, kdy Mona, Fisho a Xinyan a ten samurai dude, nevím jeho jméno teďkon, prostě jako vycestují na ten Golden Apple a úplně na konci poslední line toho questu je jako Mysterious Voice a ten Mysterious Voice je Naida a prostě tam zmíní, že může se koukat lidem do snu a manipulovat s nima. Tak jako možná Heizou měl sen, který byl manipulován na jedou, kdo ví. A jako to bylo jako, že by rýčnulo až do Inazumy, proto jako nevím. Jenom věc, kterou jsem chtěl jenom zmínit.
So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point.
Does it have to do with you getting captured?
Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's when you showed up.
Oh, I'm sorry to interfere.
Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery.
But I already have a commission. I have to bring you out of here.
Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important?
No. Ale ty víš, že ne?
Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think?
Oh, 4 v souvětí. I'm curious about your dream, but it's my duty to bring you back. I'm curious about your dream too, I'll assist. Takže I'm curious, ale ne. I'm curious, takže jo. Your dream's really out there. I think I should bring you back first. There's some concern about your safety. Takže wet blanket. Bych to asi tak popsal. I think your dream's really out there, but I'll tag along since you're determined to stay. Takže jo. Je to docela i symetrický, nebo prostě jakože rozložený. Věřím ti, ale nechci tě. Ale věřím ti, ale dám tě zpátky. Věřím ti a zůstanu. Nevěřím ti a dám tě zpátky a nevěřím ti, ale zůstanu. Takže v podstatě na každý stav mysli je tu možnost. Jestli tomu věříte nebo ne, a jestli ho chcete přinést zpátky jako první, anebo jestli tady s ním zůstanete. To je zajímavý. Jenom protože to Lumina pravděpodobně udělala a já jsem taky curious a I'm that kind of guy. I'll say yes. I'm curious about the dream. I'll assist.
It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Alright, spread out and search for clues. Sango perlu si nemůžu vzít.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango pearl. Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
Co plánuji udělat? Charakter level up?
So, have you found anything?
Bunch of crystal marrow and Sango pearls.
Yes, I've found pretty much the same. And there really are a lot.
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that went missing from the island.
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi would be very hard-pressed to find many opportunities to get their hands on commodities like these.
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Nobushi gather all this themselves?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more precious commodity. Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered.
I know people at the shrine. They're for me.
I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, duh! The traveler is Paimon's companion after...
Ah, shut up, emergency food. Sama přizná pod tlakem. Chce být něco víc, ale reálně uznává, že není. Tak, týpku, jediný, který jsme s ním mluvili, ale doslova tu známe plno lidí mnohem výš než ty, ale z nějakého důvodu popovídám s tebou. Speak.
Captain, I see you found the
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome.
I'd like to know whether any merchants or caravans have recently reported stolen goods.
Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe. Any looting or theft would be practically unthinkable.
That's strange. Then where did the Nobushi get those goods from?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki.
Oh, that name.
He's responsible for the caravans and is usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If something has happened, he should know about it.
Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go.
Hey, traveler! It's been
Oh, cool, Goro.
Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today?
Aspoň Goro se ukáže. Kokomi může být kdekoliv a může být busy, takže jako to bych pochopil. Ale jako... Goro, I'll take.
General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the traveler.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods. Is that right?
That's right! We found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable products in a Nobushi camp!
Koukali jsme na bedny a fakt to tam bylo.
I see. So you've come to ask if we know of any relevant cases. I'm ashamed to say that, yes, the caravans have been plundered. And not just once, I'm afraid. We had already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravans, yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out, it would undermine the confidence of other caravans. So you didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a select few.
That's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Watatsumi's affairs, Detective Heizou.
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizou from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself. Man alive. Please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizou of the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and helping recover those goods.
Don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll. But if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue cropping up for you.
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprits. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's valuable resources. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that,
Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located is not part of your territory, yes. They have cleverly picked their base of operations.
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizou.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, right?
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't afford any further incidents. So, will you please help Watatsumi Island, Detective Heizou?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what she wishes.
Really? It is my duty as the captain, anebo I'll do it just because I want to. Lumina by nešla jako oficiální routový, ale jako aby to udělala, protože prostě chce. Goro's good friend. He should do it regardless of reward.
Great! With both Detective Heizou and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time. The situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report when you get back.
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler, let's go discuss where to head from here.
Exercise caution when traveling to Rito. If you come across any unexpected dangers, retreat first. Your safety is the priority. You must approach this issue with a long-term strategy in mind.
Yeah, sure. Dr. Heizou out of earshot. Yep. What do you wanna say?
Hey, why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her moments. Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition? Where are you going with this?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How can
Okay.
you say that? Although he did seem a little on the serious side today, but Goro's a good guy.
Good people can be deceptive too. After all, everyone has their secrets.
What makes you say that?
Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental.
Jako obzvláště od Hangout eventu, kdy se objeví nějaká druhá významná postava v Hangoutu někoho jiného, tak je to extrémně coincidental.
Sangonomiya soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island, yet I had never seen General Goro even once. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks she's more capable.
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on Rito will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me. I sense something special about Goro.
Co? Má Geovision? Je to pes? A je to generál rezistence? What do you want?
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a thief? As in he took something valuable?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition.
It doesn't line up with the Goro I know.
Sure, I trust your judgment. But perhaps you're overlooking someone else, the true leader here.
You convinced me, what do we do? Now you're overlooking this, we're... Jo, takže... Tvoje intuice mě přesvědčila, zůstanem tady, anebo... Ne, je to bullshit, půjdeme za Godotem. You know what? Trusty Lumina is taking over today. A Lumina říká, alright, you've convinced me. What do we do?
It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans. Yeah, someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
The missing thing. Proč jsem byl v textuře? Než tady začneme čekačku, tak se posadím někde Víš. Ups. Tak. Next 20. Here we go. Skoro 20. Mezitím jsme se taky zarelaxovali jako Heizou do teďka na Vatace Islandu. Tak, bude to tady na té straně. Tak, so. Todoroki. A my budeme odposlouchávat.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Keep quiet. Let's follow him and see where he leads us.
Co, dovnitř budovy?
Man alive.
Todoroki, the shipment...
Good.
Já jsem měl být skrčený, jo?
Man alive.
Jo, já jsem jako hned too far away, jo? What the fuck? And what do they consider too far?
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
Oh, glazed lilies.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan,
Cecilia.
the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
Huh? The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi's stolen goods? But didn't Goro say all the stolen goods were headed to the International Trade Association?
And Todoroki said he'll get instructions from Goro tomorrow. Interesting. It appears these seized goods were never stolen. There's something else.
Glaze lilies? What are these doing here? Shouldn't it be crystal marrow or something?
Možná to je a jenom na to... Je to jenom nálepka na vrchu. My se nepodívali dovnitř.
This box is packed so tight. It looks like it could burst. Let's see what's inside. Huh? What are all these plants and flowers?
Thornbill, the handwriting has been smudged by water stain, making it difficult to read. Only a faint outline of the words Foreign Trade Association can be seen. Jako jsou to samý foreign věci.
Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find it.
Whoa! Chingshin? Paimon was expecting to find Sango pearls.
Shingshin flowers.
So, did you find anything?
Whoa! Look at all the Chingshin! And glaze lilies too! There are also tons of other plants and flowers Paimon doesn't know here. Weird.
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from Rito, the price would be jaw-dropping. On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. Now, where did the Nobushi get these goods?
Chcete mi říct, že si objednají nějaký krabice, které jsou drahý, ale po cestě je si najmou Nobushi, aby je přepadli a prostě takenuli si whatever they want a pak prostě je double crossnou, vezmu si ty krabice pro sebe a v podstatě najímají takové smugglery, který prostě někde vysosají nebo ukradnou prostě někomu krabice s věcma, který sami potřebujou. What the fuck? Odkdy Watatsumi Island je prostě hnízdo smugglerů. Jako what the fuck? To vyloženě zní, že prostě získávají krabice nelegální cestou a prostě Goro to nechce přiznat.
How about you? Did you find anything else?
There's an address to the Foreign Trade Association.
Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in Rito. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. All right. In which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First, we...
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh no! We've been spotted!
Huh? Wait, Captain? Is that you?
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost mistook you for bandits.
Yeah, yeah.
Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Hey, come on now. The Captain wouldn't forget. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since the end of the war.
Yeah, that medicine good. Now shut up.
When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Her Excellency. The guys are all really hoping to see you.
Yeah, how have you been?
We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia. And that was assuming the best case scenario.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotion. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left cheek, and the second arrow was also to the left. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep.
Takže jsi prostě thick. Je to jako to je tvůj problém, že jsi thick.
Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
Ten napravo se málem, z toho napravo se málem stal dement a z toho nalevo se málem stal thickman. Wow.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
Tell me about these boxes with plants and stuff.
These goods were all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans.
Cool.
His 2 sons were also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
A zasloužili si to, nebo jenom proto, že jejich otec byl ve vysoké pozici?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now. May I ask where the apprehended criminals are?
Oh, and you are?
He's a friend.
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
It's alright, you can return to our duties. We'll find a way.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go.
Okay, let's crack this mystery.
I'm still a little confused. Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose.
Oh, one byl příliš rychlej.
Please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you?
Officer.
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead. Ask anything.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here, so the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at the beach.
Wow,
You
really?
picked them up.
Well, no, we, actually stole them.
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we simply came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before we got caught.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
We just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating. With his massive muscle and strength, he can scare anyone.
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear, I still remember seeing tons of Sango pearls and crystal marrow on that load. All nice and shiny, too. Ooh, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day and couldn't hold off the pirates.
Wait a tick. Pirates?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship.
Hmm.
A pretty lady with an eye patch. We had no idea how powerful she was.
Yeah. Is this Foreign Trade Association Beidou? Jenom just saying. To je v podstatě Beidou.
It was like boom, boom, thud. Only took 3 hits before she knocked out the boss.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
No! Doesn't remind Paimon.
Okay. And how about you?
And don't all pirates wear eye patches?
Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro appears to be assisting with the cover-up.
What? How could that be?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before the caravan leaves. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront them. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well.
The final question?
The question of what important thing this island is missing. I can feel some connection to the question in Goro, Todoroki, and even to Kuda and Masashi. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Let's get some rest. I'll see you at Sangonomiya tomorrow morning.
No, jsme dělali technicky za to večer, ale byli jsme v tom cinematiku tak dlouho, že se mezi tím zase rozednilo. So. Wait. Following day, jo. On je přesně ten čas, takže prostě je takhle 24 a o to. Ups. Takže předpokládáš, že jsme skončili mezi 8 a půlnocí, jak to bylo, tak jsme šli spát v lokálním hotelu, který to definitivně existuje a staneme časně ráno to konečně rozlousknout. Question Todoroki. No tak. Co je to zpoždění?
Don't blink. Incoming.
Hello, mister.
Who are you?
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizou, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
OK, takže vyloží všechno rovnou na stůl.
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not?
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Huh? Todoroki, what's wrong? Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Captain?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. This is the captain of Swordfish too, one of our...
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? The long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here. I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders?
What do we do?
Well, what do you... All right, I see how it is. If you two won't do it, I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But... here we go.
Wait! Everyone!
Prostě
stand down!
zmátíme.
General Goro! You're here.
My apologies. Traveler, Detective Heizou. I wasn't telling you the truth. Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without her, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today. We mustn't raise our weapons against her.
Jo. Zvedat zbraně a agresi proti Lumině je velmi vážně detrimentální vůči vašemu zdraví. Prostě na rovinu. Takže don't.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
If the Shogunate decides to investigate, hádejte koho pošlo.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, I would go and turn myself into the Tenryou Commission right now. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of astronomical fines. Can you afford that, Goro? We both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives? Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds? No. It was the medicine that I got that saved their lives. If we detain them today, the shogunate will never know what we've done. Besides, we're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue to improve.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't...
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a Tenryou commission officer. Forget it. You're the general. I'm just a radish farmer.
What is you mentioned about the bill?
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill's introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. Man alive. I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Detective Heizou, are you saying that...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island. I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Thank you, Detective Heizou. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not?
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, she is planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if she will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit her freedom, right? I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right?
Louder resounding props. Agree with the cool nod? Yes.
Well, it's settled then. She will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting her freedom.
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a chance I'll lose my cool.
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. It's a serious matter, and I didn't want outside parties to become involved. But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide anything from Detective Heizou and the Traveler?
I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
Ah, I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective Heizou.
No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean.
I'm sorry?
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the thing you sensed coming from Goro and the others.
What? The thing you sensed coming from me? But I always have excellent personal hygiene.
No, not like that.
Hey, Traveler. Could I talk to you for a moment? Besides, I haven't had a chance to thank you yet.
Cool, muchachos. This is it for Raiden Ei.
Hey, there you are. Come here, look. It's beautiful, isn't it? Watatsumi Island. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay?
They really decided to keep the whole thing a secret.
It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway.
So, do you have the answer to what you were searching for?
Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And now I finally get it. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing.
Fertilizer?
But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done. This is yet another instance in which that certain thing shines, that missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Goro, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi, which is the true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates is not gone. It's still there, just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land was harmed, its vitality evaporated and eventually found its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met,
Okay.
I wish you could be my partner all the time. Call me Grady, I guess. But, of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from evaporating safe and sound in my mind. That way, I'll always be able to remember these beautiful things. The beauty of Watatsumi Island. The people who are full of life and vitality. And you two, who were by my side.
Ding! Aw. That's pretty adorable. Memories do not evaporate. The journey will end, but the memories will remain. I'm curious, but it's my duty to bring you back.
What a sterling example of dedication.
It is my job to take you back, sir. You have to follow me.
In that case, I'll accompany you back to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi Island later.
Thanks, bossy kufry, končím tvoji dovolenou early. Já můžu tohle kliknout a zoom. Yo, Sugi.
Oh, look who showed up. Heizou, you're finally back. Listen, if you took any longer to come back, everyone at the police station would be toast.
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little unusual about the police station this time.
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madame Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath. So be on the lookout.
What's
Okay.
that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikano.
Oh, hi.
I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
OK, takže jestli si vybereme jednu cestu, tak dostaneme Gorowa jako gesta. A jestli si vybereme druhou cestu, tak dostaneme Kujo-Saru. Kámo, tohle je ten nejvíc loaded character hangout eventu do dneška, který jsem prošel. To je nejvíc loaded hangout event. Hangout eventu se většinou dle mý zkušenosti nic neděje. Kromě Luminy a toho charaktera, který se to týká, se prostě tam nic neděje. Jenom nějaký ty klasický NPCčka, casual, který prostě jsou jenom background, anebo mají jenom background jako roli a nejsou to ty hratelné postavy. Je prostě druhá hratelná postava, kterou by tam dávalo smysl, kdyby se bys tam vyskytla, tam nikdy nedají. A tady dají už 2. OK. Jakože zara toto investigate osobně.
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
We're the ones who brought Heizou back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Well, Madam Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective agency. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us, that he had given the commission to the Traveler, and then...
It used to be that the Tenryou Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time, Shikanoin. I think I've really seen it all.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Actually, he seemed to be investigating a case.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions.
For now.
But since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask. I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly, and that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Oh, yes, Traveler. I'm sure we'd all really appreciate it.
Guess quick inquiring glass of Heizou.
Heizou seems to be happy with the idea.
Understood. Leave it to me.
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Otherwise, I don't think I would have let you off so easily. Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one. Understood?
Huh? Someone filed a complaint? That can't be right. Why would there be a complaint letter?
You must not be doing your job properly, and now you're attracting complaints.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizou-senpai is a real whiz when it comes to cracking cases. He's the biggest asset in our team. Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements. He's definitely no slacker.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Well, let me see what's the deal
Jo,
here.
tak se to prostě přečtem a nebudem se o tom dohadovat.
Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there. Would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with?
Takže předpokládám, že teď jsme ve skutečnosti vevnitř v detektivní policajní budově a ne venku na ulici, takže si to představíte. I think you need to deal with your complaint letter first.
Of course, but first I have to confirm what's going on and whether or not the letter's legit. Please, have a look at the case files first.
Mají prostě knihovny prostě out in the open. The Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. There is a slacker who claims to be the Prince of Mischief, terrorizing Hanamizaka. Children have reported been losing valuables, bulk of which are Onikauto, Genius TCG cards, and so on.
Not him again.
Jo, takže to je jako ten i to. Missing Eastern Express. The case of the missing dog. The missing dog went missing in the late of night. Owner discovered 12 footprints of varying sizes, leading to the assumption the crime was carried out by team.
Who would give a dog such a strange name?
Aby udělali reference na nějakou věc. Třeba se tak jmenovala nějaká postava v nějakém filmu, kdo ví. An approval reply for Heizou Talks Fraud. Police station. Your application for the public awareness campaign Heizou Talks Fraud has been received. Following review, your station has been authorized to run the performance of Doshin Shikanoin in charge of the related work. The headquarters of the Training Commission.
Talks fraud? What's that? Sounds interesting, whatever it is.
Hey, we got it back.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye?
Jo, někdo ti na tebe něco filnul. The complaint letter. Já chci hodně vidět ten complaint letter. A jelikož tohleto vypadá jako něco, že když volíme jedno z toho, tak to zamíří tím směrem, tak mu to připomenu a když mi to hodí game over, tak prostě fajn, vyberu Heizou Talks Fraud, to je moje choice. Could you please look at the fucking complaint letter?
I'm afraid this won't be an easy task. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this problem.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Sango, the president of the Anton Sango Detective Agency.
Yeah.
I assume you've met her before?
I know. I've heard that you two have some beef, and it appears to be pretty serious.
You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Ta první část možná ne, ale ta druhé části bych věřil.
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
A není to práce detektiva, si věci nechat pro sebe až do konce?
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Sango. We'll need to speak with her to get to the bottom of this.
Jako ona, jestli Sango pošle další takový letter, tak mu doslova zruší práci. Ona mu doslova překazí práci, protože Kužou-Sara řekla prostě, jestli dostaneš takový letter ještě jednou, tak já přísahám, že ti něco udělám. Jako... ona mu reálně může pokazit život. Prostě tu jeho práci. Tím, že mu bude posílat prostě complaint letter. Hi Sango, what the fuck is wrong with the complaint?
Welcome back, Mr. Heizou. I'm glad you're all right. How about some tonkatsu? You must have missed the taste of home after so long.
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me. And I'm afraid they're only going to be disappointed once again.
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Heizou. What nonsense were you talking about just now? I've been worried about you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryou Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?
Uh-oh. They're at it again.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Sango. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryou Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Wait! Hold on! Can someone please explain what's going on here? Paimon doesn't have a clue what you two are talking about.
Yeah, the audience has to be filled in. Can you please?
All right. Let me explain. Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. I was still working at the Tenryou Commission then, and the victim was actually my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case.
Okay.
Also, Heizou wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bonton Sango and Heizou Detective Agency.
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait. Then why did Heizou leave?
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off, am I right, Detective Shikanoin?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizou was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
Ha! That's what I thought too. I was foolish enough to believe that Detective Shikanoin and I shared a common goal, but I was wrong about him. He has no sense of loyalty at all. He just wanted to become an official as a means of gaining fame and fortune.
Come on, stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight here. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just somebody's wishful thinking. Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station, I did exactly as she asked. I didn't hide anything.
He's lying right through his teeth.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If she's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means, and let her investigate the truth on her own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Well, Traveler, are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and find the truth? You can bill me later for however much you'd like as compensation.
Sango, really? However much they want?
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason I started this agency. The Ryuji case is the only case I failed to solve. I am willing to give you anything.
No need, to záboje, really? To jako nemůžu takenout. A simple thank you will be enough.
All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin? Ha! Now we just need to wait and see.
All right, I got it. No need to keep yammering like that. You'll scare the kids next door. Come on, let's go back to the police station.
Tyhle ty dva, ty vole. Vole prostě jenom extrémně podporuje prostě tenhle ten problém tím, že prostě nechce poslouchat, vole, jakýkoliv jeho jiný názor. A prostě chce poslouchat jenom sebe sama, prostě i v její hlavě. Prostě ona nepřijímá žádný jiný kontakt, vole. Jak se lidstvo jako takový by se mohlo pohnout dopředu, kdyby takhle se chovali všichni.
Hey, Traveler, you're back already.
We'd love...
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down besides.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the...
Don't worry.
Pojďme si vzít ten druhý ending. Sango's wrong about Heizou because the murderer was indeed Shirayama. Nothing suspicious.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No, impossible. Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file carefully?
I checked every file at the police station.
Ugh, no, you little... Shikanui Heizou. You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Sango, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Sango. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryou Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey, you're not going anywhere.
Budeme provádět. Yep. Bere na něj koště. There's one secret that only we know of. We shall. Jestli tam potkáme Miko, vole, tak...
If we're going to the Grand Narukami Shrine, are you planning to recruit Miko for your play? She'd be really good at acting.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Kde je to specifické místo, kam máme jít? Navigate, please. Ta priestesa, která se stará o tu tanuki ninja. Don't know her name. Sayu.
Heizou, what are you doing here, you little brat? Oh, and the Traveler too. So, I assume you're here to see Lady Yae?
I personally don't know who we're here to see. Ask him.
Hey, come on, cuz. Maybe I'm just here to see you.
Cousin! Takže... Ona jako jsou cousins, yeah?
Don't play your little games with me. If the Traveler isn't looking for Lady Yae, then you must be here looking for Etsu, right?
You still know me best, cuz.
I don't know this Etsu person. Who is it?
Please wait here. I'll go get her.
Huh, so we're not here to see Miko? Bummer.
I'm flattered, but even if I wanted to, do you really think I could convince Lady Yae to join a little event like mine?
Get the Traveler to ask her next time. She can do it.
Mika by z toho měla prdel, ty vole.
Well, hello, Detective Heizou. It's been so long since you last came to see me. You know, it's cruel to keep a girl waiting.
Hey, community service isn't all bad, is it? I'm sure it's better than prison, at least.
Oh, prison?
That's right. I was careless and found myself caught up in a case of fraud. Detective Heizou arrested me, and I was sentenced to prison.
For the record, I'm not the one who technically arrested you.
Oh, come now, Detective Heizou. Don't pretend like you don't remember the part you played. You have a cold heart, Detective. Colder than an icicle in the middle of winter. How would those Doshin have nabbed me if you hadn't provided evidence of my involvement in whereabouts, They were so bland and functional. Not like you, Detective. When you took me down, you knew exactly what you were doing.
So, how did you end up here at the shrine?
I'm here doing community service, of course. After all the information Detective Heizou managed to squeeze out of me, he promised to help secure a reduced sentence from the court. But in the end, they hardly reduced my sentence at all. Even after serving a lengthy prison term, I am still required to perform community service. I have to spend the entire day sweeping leaves or wiping floors. Just look at what the work has done to my soft and delicate hands. So, don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth.
I helped you get community service because you were credited with assisting the investigation. But if you find it too exhausting, I can always send you back to prison again.
If you want.
Oh, come on, Detective Heizou. Now you're just toying with me.
Don't give
Who's
me that.
toying?
Listen, I'd like to invite you to the anti-fraud event I mentioned last time. It's tomorrow night, and you'll be a VIP guest. Let's see. Appearing in the event would be equivalent to... what? 5 days of community service? How does that sound?
Only 5 days? That's hardly anything.
Pokud má složit několik let nebo několik měsíců, tak 5 dní jako moc není, to je jenom malá frakce.
5 days not enough? Okay. How about 4 days?
Hey! Less than what you just promised me, Detective Heizou.
Oh, my mistake. 3 days.
All right, I'll go. Just stop playing with my heart. And may I ask, will they also be coming as a guest tomorrow night?
Hi, my name's Lumina.
No wonder you're treating me so coldly today, Detective Heizou. Looks like you found someone else.
Etsu,
whoops.
now's not the time. If I hear you talking like that to my friend again, I'll make your community service even more unpleasant than your time in prison.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were your friend. Really.
Well, now you do. Just be sure you're ready tomorrow. I'll send you the location, time of the event, and the script, so don't be late. All right, on to our next candidate. He should be in town right about now.
Okay.
I apologize for earlier. I don't know what came over me. Oh, Detective Heizou? He can't stand people like me. Although he sounds polite and friendly, I can tell that he treats inmates convicted of fraud differently. He's really got something against us. Do you think he may have been defrauded himself before? Impossible. Who could ever be cunning enough to fool Detective Heizou like that?
Okay.
Mr. Iba, how are you doing?
Oh, well, if it isn't Heizou. Thanks to you, I haven't kicked the bucket yet.
Well, it's good to see you're alive. And well...
All right, out with it. I know you wouldn't come see me for nothing.
I see you're still sharp as ever, Mr. Iba. Look, have you had a chance to think about that anti-fraud event I mentioned to you last time?
You can forget it. I'm pushing 71 this year. You think I want to make a fool of myself?
Are you sure? You know, this event is very well funded. And now that the Sakoku decree has been repealed, I heard that your granddaughter Kazumi wants to take the chance to travel. If you participate, she can go without worrying about money at all.
Huh? How did you know? Sure, I paid a hefty fine at the time, but I can still afford her travels.
Hefty fine?
You're Heizou's colleague, aren't you? How haven't you heard about this?
Well, it just so happens that Mr. Iba was a well-known figure in Inazume back in the day. His Iba Trading Guild was even bigger than the current International Trade Association.
Don't bring it up again. If I hadn't been misled by that foreign merchant, I never would have become a commercial scammer. Fortunately, young Heizou here has some respect for the elderly and applied for a probationary sentence. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever seen the light of day again.
Well, if Heizou was so good to you, then you should help him out too.
He's not as innocent as he looks, you know. He just knows it's easier to get information when we're chatting outside. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Those are some pretty harsh words, Mr. Iba.
Anyway, I can't help you with that, event, or whatever you call it.
Man alive. What should I do now? I already told Kazumi that you'd show up and caution everybody about avoiding fraud. I'm sure it'd be beneficial for everyone, and Kazumi even agreed to come and listen. How can I explain to her that you were too worried about being embarrassed? She might even think that you feel no remorse at all.
You imbecile! You should have told me about this first!
Come on now. How could I have known that you'd refuse to participate?
Why, you... You sure are a crafty one, just like your father.
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? Using my granddaughter to force me into some event. People these days.
The world needs you to step up. I will send the time and place of the event as well as the script, so don't forget to prepare.
All right, very well.
Well then. Now we only need to find the last person to play the role of the fooled victim. We don't want someone too clever for this role. Otherwise, they'd see right through this ruse and the drama would come to a grinding halt.
Not too clever. Oh! Someone knows the perfect candidate.
Wow! Takže Ara taky to přijde in the picture. Akorát to nebylo v tom třetím story, prostě, jak jsme se měli vybrat z těch 3 caseů. Tak to nebylo jako, že je součástí jiného caseu, ale on prostě, ty vole. On prostě, někdo na tu clever. Ty krávo. Ano, taky numero uno Ito.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. I've seen him in the police station
Yep.
a handful of times, though I've never actually spoken to him before. Do you know where we can find him?
Well, we did just see a file called the Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. That's gotta be Ito. He must be in Hanamizaka.
All right then. To Hanamizaka we go. Oh, but knowing his reputation, I'll need to bring a little something along just to guarantee we can secure his participation. You go ahead. I'll catch up.
Co, přenesi si sebou fazole? Já jsem dělal ten Itův side story quest, já vím, co si sebou přinášíš. Nemusíš to přede mnou schovávat, I know your tricks. I have used the same tricks before. A pak jsem se řádně omluvil, protože jsem ho totálně misunderstand, no. OK, never mind. On je hned tady.
How about that, kiddo? My little Prince of Mischief's got some moves, huh? Guess that means your Onikabuto is now my Onikabuto.
Ito, what are you up to?
Huh? Oh, Paimon, my compadre. This is a nice surprise. What brings you out this way?
We heard you were bullying some kids, huh?
What? No, it's not. No, it's nothing like that. They let me look after their Onikabuto just for a little while for safekeeping, and then, once they've gotten stronger, they can come and take them right back.
You win some, you lose some.
That's right, my little guy. Good attitude. All right, see you around. Yeah, bye.
There's just no helping this guy.
I actually would like to invite you in an anti-fraud event tomorrow.
Oh, an anti-fraud event? I'll level with you, compadre. I have no idea what that is, but if you want me there, I can think of nowhere I'd rather be. Oh, except that there's this Onikabuto Battle Royale tomorrow night that I was planning on going to. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. No holds barred, winner takes home all the Onikabuto. And, as you can see, my Prince of Mischief has a pretty good chance of winning this thing, so, if it was any other day, you know?
Do you think all of those Onikabuto together would be a match for my one?
Oh.
Picture. Let me know what you think.
Huh? Well, what this... What is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this thing? Look at those beautiful demon stripes, those razor-sharp horns. Is this the fabled Emperor Onikabuto?
This is a small token we provide for VIPs. If you're willing to attend, then one of these will be yours at the end of the event.
Whoa, okay, I'm there. Wait a sec, you look familiar. Who are you anyway? And furthermore, do Onikabuto really come in this size? You're not trying to con me, are you? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to think that you're a contestant in tomorrow night's Onikabuto Battle Royale! Yeah! You lost to me in a previous Beetle battle, and now you're trying to get the reigning champ out of the way. Without Prince of Mischief to contend with, you'll be free to sweep in and take all the Onikabuto. Am I right or am I right? Nice try, you little punk. 10 out of 10 for the pitch, but, you picked the wrong victim.
Si udělal svůj vlastní vesmír.
Okay. Then again, consider this. If your Prince of Mischief isn't competing, what's the point of me taking part? After all I'd stand to win is a bunch of puny little larvae. No?
Well, you've stumped me there. You are completely right. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Sorry, my bro, my main man, my buddy. I had y'all wrong.
My bro, my buddy, my main man.
So, are you sure this guy's our best choice?
Yeah, see? He was already wondering if you were trying to con him.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shikanoin Heizou. I've seen you around a few times before at the police station.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I remember now. No wonder you looked so familiar. You were that guy who was in for stealing other people's onikabuto, right? Listen, Heizou, hombre, did you apologize to them? You can lose like a man,
Jo,
you
jasně.
can win like a man.
Toho týpek je úplně empty.
And that's a little Ito nugget.
Ito! He works there, for crying out loud! He's not one of your fellow inmates.
What? Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? How could I forget? Of course I know you. I remember you now. For real, this time. You're the guy who sells lavender melons at the station, aren't you?
Toho týpek je totálně head empty. Ten je tak head empty, vole, že to bolí.
A lavender melon seller? At the police station?
I know what I saw, okay? Several times now I've been sitting there starving in jail when this guy comes and slips me a few lavender melons on the sly. Didn't even want payment. Solid guy.
Yeah, that was me. But it was only because your assistant, Kuki Shinobu, asked me to look out for you.
What? So
Shinobu
was behind it? Wait, so hombre, you're not a lavender melon seller?
Look, we're getting hung up on all the wrong details here. The important detail right now is that I am the host of tomorrow night's event. And if you show up, the Oni Kabuto in the picture is yours.
Deal, done. But, could I get another look at that picture first? Just, a little peek-see?
You'll have all the time in the world to inspect the real article once the event's over.
Okay, sure, I can wait. So, hombre, is there anything I need to do to prepare? Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my A game, all right? No half measures here, I'm gonna do this right.
He sure picks his moments to start acting responsibly.
Okay, so for this event, you, my, bro, will be participating in a short anti-fraud play along with 2 other VIP attendees. The main thing we ask is that you just relax. Try not to be nervous. I have the script, right here, if you want to take a...
Script? It sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki gang perform before, huh?
Já, to může být problém, tenhle týpek je příliš wild.
Don't you worry, hombre. The Arataki gang is a little beyond the need for scripts. You'll see, this Onikabuto will be well worth your investment.
You, don't need a script? Wow, well... Now I'm excited. See you there tomorrow night.
To bude taková pohroba.
You bet. I'll be there. I'm gonna tell the gang about this too. They'll all be there to support us.
Tohle bude taková pohroba, ty vole. On si něco totálně vymyslí, všichni budou totálně off script a nikdo nebude vědět what the fuck is going on. Bude asi 20 the next day. Hop. Tak si strávíme nějaký čas ve městě. Když už tu jsme after all. Počkáme na ten klíčový večer. Pravděpodobně to bude někde v centru města, kde si můžu vyběhnout schody. Takže jsem zhruba uprostřed. Where could it be? Přímo tady. To bude tak špatný.
It's almost time.
I hate it.
All right, then let's get this show started. Oh, I can't wait, Mr. Heizou.
Let's get going, Heizou.
Emperor Onikabuto, hang in there, Your Highness. I'm coming for you.
It takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Welcome to the first Heizou Talks Fraud. I am your eponymous host, Heizou. Okay, I'm delighted to have you all here today to explore the topic of fraud. To help everyone avoid becoming the victim of scam artists themselves, we thought we'd invite several VIPs with a lot of experience in this area to perform a little play with an anti-fraud message. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Etsu, Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman, Mr. Arataki Ito. Without further ado, let the show begin.
We start the actor stage, Heizou narrates from the side.
It was just another bright sunny day when a distressed Miss Etsu brought her elderly grandpa, Iba, into the police station to report a crime. There, they were greeted by a kindly Doshin, surname Arataki.
Why? To neskončí dobře a já na to nemám osobnost. Takže uděláme takový rychlej deal. Já budu klikat mezerník a nechám vás to přečíst. Ale já sám si to mutnu a budu někde jinde, jo? Budu pořád tady s váma, ale budu mentálně někde jinde. Takže se setkáme až na druhé straně.
Doshin Arataki, please help us! My poor grandpa has been defrauded!
Doshin Arataki?
Perhaps for want of familiarity with the script, a confused look creeps over Doshin Arataki's...
Yes, you are...
Oh, so I'm in the play. Right, yeah. Ma'am, can you tell who it was that defrauded your grandfather? Rest assured...
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took all of my grandpa's money, and all they left was this note.
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes this is more complicated than he thought. He takes the note in his hand and reads it out loud.
I am the Raiden Shogun. I am currently being held hostage by the Crux fleet and urgently need 200,000 mora to secure my release. Please place the ransom mora on the north coast of the deserted island. When all of this is over, I will promote you to General of the Tenryou Commission.
It's the almighty Shogun!
But this is a scam, surely. I mean, 200,000 mora? Kinda lowballing it for the Electro Archon, don't you think?
Well, I sure thought so, but Grandpa's already parted.
Well, then we gotta get it back. Is there still time?
Before I could go out to look for it, Grandpa received...
Doshin Arataki takes the note and...
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to publish a photo book. I urgently need 300,000 mora for publishing fees. In return for your...
It's Miss Hina.
Ooh, you're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 mora enough? I can spare some too if we need to make up the difference. Maybe I can get a photo of Miss Hina too.
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki! Snap out of it!
Oh, right, yeah, because if Miss Hina needed funds, she'd come to me first, as her #1 fan. These con artists don't know who they're up against.
Well, anyway, not long after Grandpa handed over the money, he received...
Doshin Arataki grabs the note and reads it aloud.
I am Arataki Ito. I was recently framed for a crime I totally did not commit, and now I'm stuck here in prison. I am in urgent need of 500,000 mora as
Must be a scammer, surely.
Wait a minute. This is a scam. I'm Arataki Ito.
You are?
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gaze to the name tag emblazoned on his chest.
What kind of whack job script is this? Am I me or ain't I?
So...
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask innocent people for mora in order to post bail. Whoever wrote this is a
But just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous indignation, the sound...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. We're gonna catch the...
Even if you do catch them, how are we ever going to get Grandpa's money?
Onikabuto? Wait, what was that?
Oh, well... Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were swindled out of all of our money. Right after we'd signed the contract, too. If we don't deliver these Onikabuto on time,
Man, what's that saying? It's like, it never rains, but it snowballs. Exactly what we're dealing with.
Etsu, my dear, don't worry. I'll sell the house if I have to.
But then
where will we stay? Please help us, Doshin Artaki. All we need is the 500,000 mora that was taken from us. Grandpa's business is going very well. We just need help getting over this hurdle. Doshin...
I won't hear of it. As a public servant, I would never...
I was going to say, by giving you part ownership of the Onikabu...
Oh, so that's what you were, yeah. No, it's not as enticing an offer as I was... Because if it's more than, say...
10,000.
What? 10,000? Well, that's...
Please help us. As long as we get through this, those...
10,000 Onikabuto. Hey, if I looked after them, they'd have little baby Onikabuto. And then the...
Doshin Arataki is struck by a sudden wave of pure elation. His
Misetsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you. But 10,000 is too many. I can only accept one. As a Doshin of the Tenryou Commission, it is my duty to serve.
That's great news, Master Arataki. What a wonderful person you are. So...
Yep, that's me. All right, there's...
What question?
The question is... Yo, Heizou, my hombre, question for you. What's my character's salary in the script? Oh, also, any inheritance or other lump sums I should know about? Basically, can I afford this 500,000 mora? I mean, Shmito, I can afford it. Can Shmito?
Ahem. Faced with a damsel in distress, Doshin Arataki fights to remain level-headed and asks that Suddenly, he feels a strange compulsion to slide his hand into his pocket where, it turns out, a bank check has been quietly nestled.
Whoa, check it out! A check for 500,000 mora! Misetsu, get this. Turns out I just got paid 500,000 mora today.
Thank you so much.
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. But wait! Just as he is about to hand over the check to Miss Etsu, all he needs to do now is release the check, and it will fall into...
Master Arataki!
Wait.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion?
So, this is an
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to...
Since this is an anti-fraud event...
Is he about to ask the most...
I gotta ask...
This is it. Hear it.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out from a hostage situation, then go pay for Miss Hina's publishing costs. I don't know, seems pretty fishy to me. Hey, compadre, what do you think? Am I being scammed here?
Heizou! Ito's cheating!
As the spark of intuition flickers and threatens to fade, Traveler, are you going to help this poor...
Tak jsme někde ke konci a popnula tu message. Prostě se tady přihlašuju zase kvůli tomu výběru a nebudu tohleto nic stříhat. Jen jsem si to mutnul u sebe v headsetu a možná jsem to mutnul celý. Nevím, jak to přesně funguje, ale i kdyby jo, nebudu to dodabovávat. Je to textově tady v dolní části obrazovky, můžete si to přečíst. Pro mě to je prostě jenom příliš cringe a fyzicky bych to nezvládal, takže mě musíte omluvit. Takže ale přečtu tuhletu lineu a tady ty věci. Lumina, are you going to help this poor man out of his predicament? Ito, keep an eye out for the Etsuniba. Ito, just follow her. Takže upozornit ho, neupozornit ho. Yeah, I'll help Ito. Ito, keep an eye out for Etsuniba. A samozřejmě, as always, uvidíme se až na druhé straně, nebo pokud se nestane něco speciálního.
Aha! Etsu and Iba! So that... You two are the scam artists. You put on this damsel in distress and elderly grandpa act. Then you dangled the bait in front of me, waiting for me to bite. Darn it! I knew it! Who in their right mind would give away Onikabuto? It's too good to be true, and that's how I know you're the scam. You got a lot of nerve trying to scam a Doshin. You're coming with me, and you'll give a...
Finally, with the help of his intuition, and a little guidance from beyond the void, Doshin Arataki successfully avoided being defrauded. Not only that, but he asked a critical question. I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Oni Kabuto? Free Mora? Or, alright, remember, it takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Thank you once again for watching. Stay alert, everybody, and see you...
The show ends on a high note.
How's my acting? I think I did just fine without a script. Those two would-be scam artists need to up their game if they want to have a chance of taking me down.
Hello?
Yes.
Without that hint from the Traveler, you would have handed that cash away without a second thought.
Right, yeah. I should thank her for the timely hint. But I pretty much knew off the bat that something fishy was about to go down, so, it was just a matter of time before I saw right through their scam. Seriously, oldest trick in the book. Who's gonna fall for that?
Old tricks they may well be, but the reason they've stood the test of time is that the ideal victim is always out there somewhere. People who are behind on the times, naive, socially isolated, or have cognitive deficiencies. Just because they don't always get noticed doesn't mean they're not there. Scammers cast a wide net. Sure, maybe 10,000 fish will escape, but they only need one catch for them to win and for us to lose.
Well, no more losing from now on. Not with me here to protect everyone. I think we can all agree that my performance today shows I'm savvy enough to keep the scammers at bay.
Don't be too confident. Anyway, Ito, my old... What was it again? Ah, yes, bro. Here's the reward you were promised.
Ah, music to my ears. Emperor Oni Kabuto, come to Papa.
Je to jenom hračka.
Oh, look at those sharp horns and those beautiful stripes. Well, hold on. Heizou, my hombre, why won't it move? Hey, bud, move! Oh no, I think this one might have, joined the big beetle battle in the sky.
It's a figurine, so not the moving kind.
What? A figure? So, it's a fake?
Man alive, you seem a little surprised. Wait, you didn't actually think this was a real Oni Kabuto, did you? No, surely not. Ito, old chap, you must have seen from the photograph that it was a figurine. Don't tell me you didn't notice. Really?
You little punk! Give me my Emperor Oni Kabuto now!
Yeah, better run away. Já, ono to je i na podstavci, ty vole. Úplně moc se to snažím vzít. No, pro sebe. Já mezi tím Heizou zdrá, prostě. Ne. Já prostě tahal obědu sebou. Free Oni Kabuto lunch. Is there such a thing as free Oni Kabuto? Or does nothing in life come for free? Tak, jsme zpátky, já jsme u klíčového rozhodnutí, je to stejné jako předtím. A prostě mu v podstatě nepomůžeme a necháme ho na pospas osudu a totálně ho necháme to celý zmrvit. Takže zase jako předtím si tu poslední malou část mutnu a nechám vám si ji přečíst v klidu. See you on the other side.
Follow my heart. All right then. Two innocent victims, Miss Etsu and Mr. There's only one possible explanation. Who's got two horns and carries around a fake check? With this fake check for 500,000 mora, I almost swindled Etsu and Iba out of 10. My mind is... Miss Etsu, I'm afraid I can't let myself give you this fake check.
What?
In the end, Doshin Arataki listened to the voice of his heart and narrowly avoided, but regrettably, he failed to ask the critical question. I ask you all, is there such a thing as... Thank you all for watching. Don't get greedy.
The show is also on a high note.
What did you mean when you said I avoided being defrauded? I thought I was the fraudmeister here.
Maybe someone should have read the script. Miss Etsu and Master Iba were the scam artists. Duh! You were the one they were trying to scam.
What? Huh? I was being conned? Darn, I can't believe they got me.
Well, you still managed to protect your money. In the end, they didn't succeed.
Yeah, but that was a happy coincidence. They scammed me, and I fell for it.
Guessing it wasn't your first time either, huh?
It was such a cheap trick, too. Oh, this is killing me.
The trick is a common one for a reason, but don't underestimate it. That's how you end up being a victim.
But how am I gonna protect my gang if even I get fooled by such cheap tricks?
Don't blame yourself, old chap. In fact, you know what? I was also conned today. Yeah, me, of all people. Does that make you feel better?
Protože i to řekl, don't worry, I got this, a ty jsi mu věřil?
You too, hombre? No way! No, that's impossible. You're just trying to cheer me up.
Oh, no, it's the truth. Please, just take a look at the present I got for you.
Já mám to framed takhle.
Wait, why can't it move?
That's just it. I'm sorry to say, it's just a figurine.
What? A figure? You mean it's a fake?
Yeah, and it's all my fault. I was duped by the Onikabuto vendor's false advertising. What a colossal fool I am. Taken in by a common street vendor? Ugh.
Gosh.
You're conned, dude! Let me take a second to let that sink in. Gotta say, although I didn't get my Emperor Onikabuto, somehow, knowing that even Heizou got conned kinda puts me back in a good mood. It's, strange. Maybe I'm sharper than I'm giving myself credit for. Great minds think alike, so, me and my hombre here, kinda equally matched. Hey, by the way, compadre, looks like you're the only one out of the three of us who didn't get conned today. But you better watch out. We got fooled not because we were stupid, but because those scam artists are some crafty dastards. I want you to have this figurine as a reminder of the fact that today, Heizou and I both got conned, but we both grew a little wiser too. I hope that whenever you see it, you'll remember how cunning those con artists were, and how difficult it was for Heizou and I to see through their schemes. Then, you'll always keep your wits about you, and you'll never become a victim yourself.
To jako mi dáváš speech, jako fourth wall style?
Yep, that's right. No one will ever manage to con you.
You thought you were for real, huh? Hey, Fable Tempero Nikabuto, já jsem to fakt dostal. Lol. The three undeceivables. One of us has been tricked, but it isn't me. It's not me either. It can't be me, right? I mean, are you kidding? And that just leaves our little flying lavender melon. Aha! Jako ten hangout byl víc nabitej než kterýkoliv doteďka. Nezáleží, o kom ten hangout byl, protože to už... Protože jako... Tohle byl ten nejvíc guest starama nabitej hangout, jako, který jsem kdy zažil. A jako jestli takhle začínají dělat kvalitnější hangouty v budoucnosti než ty prvních pár ze začátku, který si spíš pamatuju, tak jako se jenom těším o to víc na hangouty, jestli tomu tak fakt bude. Jestli třeba, já nevím, ten Kajův hangout, jestli bude Kaja a v některých těch hangout cestách, v některých těch specifických endingách, jestli třeba nepotkáme Jean, nebo půjdeme do přírody a potkáme tam Ember, protože má nějaký task. No prostě nějakou druhou hratelnou postavu, která prostě tam bude v tom příběhu. Prostě v těch olden days by ten hangout byl o Kajovi. V těch olden days to by bylo o Kajovi a vystupoval by tam pár background NPCček prostě v Mondtstadu a to by bylo všechno. Nebo nějaký treasure hoardři by dělali problémy a my bychom dělali jednu jeho práci za něj a to by byl celý hangout. Takhle by to vypadalo za starých časů, který si já pamatuju v těch hangoutech. Prostě osoba, o kterým ten hangout je a pár background NPCček a that's it. A to prostě šikaně jen Heizou. A prostě podle toho, jakou cestou se s ním vydáte, potkáte buď potkáte Kujou Saru, nebo Gorowa, anebo Ita. Jako what the fuck? Jako tři gesti prostě v jeho prostě v Heizově Hangout eventu. Jenom v Heizově Hangout eventu prostě jsou 3 gesti, který prostě tam se přichomejdli. Jako kde tohle to bylo celou dobu? To je přesně to, co bych chtěl od těch Hangout eventu. Tak jako jako lehce jsem se těšil, protože poznám Heiza, ale pak jsem se i stejně hodně začal těšit, protože stejně hodně jsem se pak taky těšil, co bude dál, protože když jsem viděl ty guest stary, prostě nejdřív Goro, pak Kujou Sara, jsem si najednou říkal, ty jo, tohle je něco jiného. A taky se mi hrozně líbil ten detektivní moment prostě, kdy nám prostě předložil caseu a evidence, ty důkazy, nebo nějaký ty vodítka a prostě nám nechal vyluštit celou záhadu prostě. To se mi taky hodně líbilo. Bylo hrozně cool. Takže já mám rád takovýhle detektivní záhady a koukám na některé detektivní hry ve volném čase, ale je to takový jako, že rád koukám, ne až tak hraju, protože ani náhodou nejsem chytrej, jakože vůbec. Nejsem dost chytrej na to, abych prostě viděl ty 5-head move, co některé ty kvalitní detektivní hry většinou hrajou. Takže já na to vůbec nejsem. Já si pustím nějaký walkthrough, 100% perfect run, to něco takového si užiju. Že se mi líbila ta pasáž. No, ale to bylo asi tak zhruba všechno v kostce. Overall, I liked it. A pustíme se samozřejmě do Wishpoolu. Tak, jak můžete vidět, natočil jsem ten díl dřív, než jsem říkal minulém dílem, přeci jenom jsem nemohl odolat nehraní Genshinu. A jsem tu o 10 dní dříve, jak můžete vidět, protože jsem zmínil v minulém díle, že odmítám se zúčastňovat tohohle banneru, protože tu není nikdo, koho chci. Všichni tyhle 3 jsou charakteři na hovno a odmítám se zúčastňovat. A pulovat na weapon bannery je absolutně hloupý. A prostě pulovat na zbraně je prostě ztráta času. A tak proto ten jeden půl, co budeme dělat dneska, bude ze standard banneru. Protože někdo by mohl vidět standard banner pulování jako ztrátu času, ale pro mě to je slot machine. Pro mě to je gamblovací slot machine ve Vegas. Protože prostě nemáte tam žádný předurčený drop, který byste mohli rolovat anebo doufat. Ale v tom je taky zároveň ten pool pro mě. V tom je zároveň to kouzlo. Můj hlas odchází a já tu sebe nemám žádný pití, takže to pro mě je trošku hard teďkon, ale jsme na konci videa. I can do this. Takže proto je to pro mě takový better. Taky jsem byl konečně na 122. asi díle obeznámem s pity systémem, kde kde je v podstatě pity countdown a při 90. polu dostanete garantovaný 5 star po 9 tempulech. Já můj hlas začíná odcházet fest. OK. Každý slovo je hodně velký utrpení a po každý větě se chceme hodně kuckat a kašlat a vychrchlat si svoje vnitřnosti, ale OK. Anyway, půjdeme ten půlnoc, můžeme dostat absolutně cokoliv. Promované zbraně jsou Skyward věci. A ty postavy jsou sice na obrázku, ale všechny postavy mají stejnou možnost. Ale hej, jestli dostaneme nějakou 5 staru znova, tak je to udělá jenom ještě mocnější. To mi jako vůbec nevadí. Takže dáme jeden temple a smíříme se s výsledkem. RN Jesus, decide our destiny and take it away. Please give us something nice. Give us something great. Nějakou postavu, kterou používám, třeba bylo fajn. Kolej! Zajímavé. Kolej by mohla být fajn, akorát je overshadownutá Tigarnárem. Takže předpokládám, že nebudou tak generous, aby dali 2 4 věci. Taková hra většinou není. Takže si to naberem. Yep. Kolej má další věc. Máme tady nějaký additional goodies. Jsme budeme farmit Intertwine Fatey na další banner. To je celkem logický. Taky pokud tady budou nějaký důležitý postavy, tak si tohleto farmíme taky. Tak se podíváme na naší drahou milovanou kolej, která je velmi cute, ale not that super ultra useful. Scent of Sumeru. Její jeden skill je o 3 levely vyšší. Ne. To je špatný. Floral Brush, to je, jo, to je ten boomerang, takže to je ten její skill, což je, že hodí boomerang. Takže její boomerangový skill bude insta level upnutý o 3 a maximum upgrade level se zvedne na 15. Začíná se to zhoršovat. Bych to ukončit co nejrychleji. Tak se velmi omlouvám, jestli je to někomu vadí někdo háklivý, ale nemůžu komandovat své zdraví na povel. Je tady další. Using trump card gateway will increase all nearby characters elemental mastery. Jo, ona má nějakou věc, nějakou tu doll, která, nějakou tu dendropanenku, která prostě vyskočí a má nějaký to AOEčko. Maybe. Takže když půjdeme poblíž toho, tak to zvedne elemental mastery. Zajímavý. Interesting. Well, to bude všechno pro dnešní díl, pro dnešní video. Já se s váma loučím. Dřív než mi odejde hlas úplně, než tady začnu kuckat víc a víc chrchlou a nepříjemných věcí, který nechci, abyste slyšeli. Vy to nepotřebujete slyšet a já to nepotřebuju taky slyšet a konat. Takže děkuji, že jste se dívali a uvidíme se u příštího dílu. snad tentokrát po končení tohohle banneru a začatí nového banneru, kde budeme moct ulovat na něčem zajímavým. Takže děkuji, že jste si dívali a pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.